Hey, all you recovery emo kids. Amanda and Robb here on the Emo Kids Anonymous podcast. And on today's mini-sode, we are talking about New York Times 30 Greatest Living American Songwriters list. It came out a couple of weeks ago. Obviously, we couldn't talk about it because it came out when I was dealing with the death of my dad, and it was a whole thing. And so we are back. But I wanted to talk about it because I've seen a couple of music insiders, music critics in our realm talking about the list, and I have a lot of thoughts on it. I know Robb does as well, and we're going to talk about the list, talk about who's on it, and talk about who we think is missing, and then also about our own scene, who we think should be considered the greatest emo songwriters of all time and of today's generation.
I made my own lists. I'm a big believer in list making. I am a millennial, so I did grow up on a lot of BuzzFeed, unfortunately, as much as I'd like to run from it. So yeah, we're gonna find out which songwriter is your Disney princess today. Before we get to that, do us a favor, if you could follow us, subscribe. If you're watching on YouTube, we're very close to monetization. It would mean a lot if you could help us get there because we would like some money.
Yep.
Please leave a review, leave a comment. Any of that would be nice. Spotify, same thing. Follow us on social medias. Leave a comment down there. The internet, you guys know how to use the internet. There's a Discord down there. Episode's brought to you by BROTEGE. BROTEGE is the all-in-one face serum. It's a good protection for bad boys. That's why I have such nice skin here. We've got SPF 15, retinol, sunscreen, all that stuff. Nothing weird. No battery juice, no bug juice, no nothing like that.
Thank God.
And no, nothing weird. And you can go over to brotege.com and get your first bottle for $10 when you enter EMOKIDS at checkout. After that, you go back, you enter Robb, that's ROBB, 2 B's for bad bitch, 40. You get 40% off forever at BROTEGE. So go fix your face at BROTEGE. That being said, let's dive into this list because, I got some qualms as well. So I don't know. We'll get it started here. All right.
I'm going to go ahead and share my screen so that we can see this exact list and what it has. So obviously it's only 30. And to give you a little bit of a context, so what the New York Times did is they sent a ballot to 250 music critics / insiders. Now, I will say that people like Anthony Fantano, people like Rick Beato were not included in this list, which I think is blasphemy.
Call him Rick Beato?
Yes. Is that how you pronounce
Rick Beato.
Beato.
That's Rick Beato, yeah.
Yeah, neither one of them were included, and 250 people. I was looking at, you could explore some of the ballots on this website as well. But yeah, basically what they were trying to do is get a snapshot of people who are shaping music today. And yeah, let's take a look at that. There's a little bit of everything for everyone. And so you have Nile Rodgers.
Egypt.
Yeah, well, not this Nile. They did leave out some people, like Joni Mitchell's technically from Canada, so there was arguments about that. Clearly, technically not an American songwriter. I was like, yeah.
Joni Mitchell made the list?
No, she did not, but she was part of
yeah.
So what they did is they did these 250 ballots, and then the 6 music critics from New York Times took the ballots, and then they kind of added up, and whatever artists or songwriters got the most, they kind of argued their way into creating that 30 list. They looked at some of the things are they more known for their production? And they made some case-by-case basis. For some of them, if they had a living, maybe they're part of a duo, but someone had passed away. They considered all those factors, and they wanted to get a mix of different things influencing music, all different types of music. And I think when I was watching a lot of criticism about this, Rick Beato said, by trying to include everyone, they made a list for no one, and it really does hit home when you look at the list.
It's box checky. It's box checky as we go. Yeah.
I saw a comment saying that it's a festival I wouldn't want to go to. Someone said.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. It's the most. Yeah. Fuck. Anyways.
Yeah.
Lucinda Williams. What did Lucinda Williams write? I'm gonna sound so fucking
So
ignorant for some of these.
yeah.
No,
So
keep going. Hot
yeah,
Blood.
I believe.
I don't know what that
Yeah, I
is.
believe this
Steve
is like
Wonder. Yeah,
country,
Steve Wonder's on
country
my
music.
list.
Yeah,
Yeah, no.
Stevie
Lucinda
Wonder
Williams is a
definitely has to be on
country
the
artist.
list.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Steve
So
Wonder's
Stevie
definitely on
Wonder.
there. Definitely. Yeah. You have to be
Yeah,
fucking
Jay
blind
Z.
not to agree
Okay,
with that.
I will give Jay Z. Now, I would maybe warrant him more of a producer than a writer, but a songwriter like his. But he does have his lyricism. You know what he did for rap at the time. You know, has
What
influenced
is
a lot.
what is a songwriter and what
That's a
constitutes a
great
song?
question.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
to me, like in a more traditional sense, a songwriter is someone where like they have a guitar or a keyboard or some instrument and there's chords and melody and lyrics, like
yep.
it's like, for example, Taylor Swift can be later on this list. I feel like you strip down Taylor Swift songs, at the end of the day, you just play them like they're essentially very similar to Paul Simon songs. Whereas, like,
Yeah, Paul Simon.
with hip hop, you get into a gray area there where, yeah, there's if they're the producers, but Jay's not a producer. You talk about producing, like, that's Kanye, that's,
Oh yeah,
Taylor belongs
Kanye
on
was
this
yeah.
list.
But if you watched her video, which a lot of people have, and a lot of people have commented on her video regarding songwriting, it makes me angry because she says Pete Wentz. She always has mentioned this that he influenced the way she writes, but he is nowhere to be found on this list. And I want to talk about the lack of modern rock on this list because
Is there any?
all these
Yeah, let's finish
lists,
this list because is there a single
yeah.
guitar person on this list? Okay, I don't know who Brian and Eddie
So
Holland are,
obviously
unfortunately.
Missy Elliott is not
Missy,
a guitar artist. Now Missy Elliott, yes, you know
interesting
her,
choice.
her,
Lionel, yeah,
yeah,
Nicole's dad.
Lionel
I'm familiar with
Richie.
him.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, hello. I mean, I get it. I love that song too. Dolly Parton, yeah, of course, she is a
But
legend.
yeah, Dolly,
She
yeah,
deserves,
belongs. Yeah,
yeah, you know, she is a legend in herself. Young Thug was an interesting choice, which made me then consider like, do I not know enough about rap music that he is on this
Young
or
Thug.
more modern rap music, right? Because the 2010s, I was not really in it as much. And I'm like, am I missing something with
I
Young Thug?
love Young Thug. Young
Yeah,
Thug has personally basically paid my rent because his YSL artists and engineers used to buy their cars off of me specifically. Like his producer Baines
beautiful.
would buy their cars for me. Like I love Young Thug. I like the Young Thug songs. I don't know if I'm putting him in the top 30 living America. I think he's top 50 or 60, and he's an innovator
But like
with
in the top
like in the same way
30,
Andre
yeah.
3K is. Like he's
Oh, well, we'll get to him.
unreal, but
He's in
it's
there.
like top 30 living American songwriters. I can't in good faith put him in the list.
Yeah, and now I will
He's
say
good.
this is not ranked, so this is not like
Yeah, just
30 to
loosey
1, by the
goosey.
way.
Yeah. No, yeah, let's
Yeah.
just look. Yeah, we're looking at loosey
Diane
goosey.
Warren, okay, let's face it, this woman
Fair.
has
Yeah, because I mean, off of fucking like Don't Want to Miss a Thing alone.
I mean, she's won how many like Oscars for best like original song for soundtracks. I mean, she
I don't know.
has
I didn't know
created
that she won any
so
Oscars. I only,
oh
yeah,
my God,
I
yes. Oh yeah, a ton of Oscars. She is um as far as like popular like tunes, she is one of the goats in terms of being able to especially like, you know, a love song. She is just really good at capturing that. So
yeah,
Diane Warren, I'm not
wow.
surprised that she's on the list. Josh Osborne, Brandy Clark, Shane McNally. So this is a
Shane
Nashville
McNally be
Music
crushing
Row
it.
group.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. They kill it. I think
Yeah.
realistically they belong here in terms of
Yeah.
they
I
those
mean,
three have been the like I think Shane's on a lot, especially like the early Casey records and stuff like that. Like
yes. Mhm.
they're good. They're very
Yeah,
good.
they as far as like country music, they've really hit their mark, right? Fiona Apple,
Sure.
fair. Yeah, she's influenced a lot of female artists that we
And
see
she's also,
today.
I think she's an artist too, where it's like she's gonna pop up on these lists no matter what.
Yeah,
Like
Babyface.
yeah, Babyface. Fuck yeah, I'm putting Babyface in
Fuck
my
yeah.
fucking top 10
He wrote
probably.
he worked with
Hell
Fall Out
yeah.
Boy, so fuck yeah. Like this man belongs on this
Right?
list
Yeah.
for like that
No.
alone.
Yeah. This dude, this motherfucker wrote like. Did he not write like End of the Road?
Oh yeah, like yeah, here's the 5 such songs. I'm Your Baby Tonight is like one of the top songs. Not Gonna Cry by Mary J. Blige is a good song too. Um, someone actually if I not re I was watching something where someone's like, "Who the heck is Babyface?" And I was like, "You need to go back to school because Babyface in the '90s,
No,
he was it.
and
He
just
was
like
the
a
guy you
great
went to."
like a our we'll keep going. Our Jimmy Jam and Terry on. Okay, keep going,
Jimmy
keep going.
J
Stephen Merritt.
Steve
Wow.
Merritt.
Yep.
Yep.
Interesting pick. The magnetic fields guy. Cool.
Yeah.
But also like that the nerd guys writing this are definitely gonna list someone like that.
I didn't realize he wrote with Olivia Rodrigo either, which is pretty interesting.
Yeah.
I was not aware of that. So Romeo Santos, um, he was in so his true hit was for Aventura, which is a boy band in from the Dominican Republic,
Session, yeah.
and
Yeah.
Obsession,
Well,
yep. So
okay.
bachata. So again, like yeah. And they're saying like he arguably laid the groundwork for people like Bad Bunny, right? So I
I've
didn't
never
realize
heard
he
any
wrote
of those songs,
with
unfortunately.
Drake. Yes.
No, I'm not familiar with your game, Romeo Santos. I'm sorry, so
Carole
sorry.
King, for me, a
Yeah,
personal
okay.
favorite.
Just gonna make the
Tapestry
list.
might be one of the, you know, one of the best albums. It is the album that the attorney I'm working with for my divorce that she picked up at the record store on record store day. That's how we met. It was kismet that we should meet, and that she later
You met your divorce attorney at the record store?
Yes, we were both oh, she was waiting in line for older records, I was waiting in line for Fall Out Boy, and we started talking, and we had to go to the bathroom together, like, we left the line to go to the bathroom together, and, she saw me reading because I was reading, like, out in line, so she talked about her book club and stuff, and she gave me her card, I was like, "Oh, you're an attorney?" She's like, "Yeah, I do family law," and this is like about a month before we decide we're gonna get a divorce. I was like, this is kismet. Like I called her up and I was like, I know you wanted me to like reach out so we could like I could be in your book club, but I actually need your like help.
You're right. You actually need to
So
use your services here. Wow. I had a whole
yeah,
bit when I
wild
did stand
story.
up about my lawyer was a woman named Jessica Davis, also from Kentucky, and I had a whole stand up bit about, and this stand up bit was written for me by a woman, by the way. I will say it, a nice Chinese woman, where it was like I shouldn't have hired a woman from Kentucky. I should have hired it, and it's not because like she's a woman. It's because she doesn't have the connections. Like I should have hired a Jew because like they have the connections and stuff like that. It was like she's like, you're gonna make them think it's sexist, but it's not. And I was just like, all right, and I do, and she's like,
Yeah.
yeah, but like I always felt bad. So yeah, sorry, Jessica, if you're watching this, which I don't think you are. My time
If
with you is done.
I
But
don't think she
Outcast,
is.
Big Boy and
No.
Andre
Exactly.
deserved.
Yeah, it's interesting they put them together. But as a duo, yes, they are definitely, you know, as far as songwriting. Yeah, I could see
They're
Outkast
at
being in this list.
and
Let's see what
they're
their
at their
5 essential
best.
songs are.
They're at their best together. They changed the game,
Yes,
and
they
like
are.
even
I would
like
agree with
right there,
that.
like International Players Anthem, where it's just like that fucking
Yeah.
oh that Andre intro, like when I was a kid, I wanted to be Andre 3000. Like I'd be dressing like all weird like that. Like yeah, no, that's my guy.
I would love to see a Robb dressed as Andre
I'd have the
3000.
backwards
What would that
jersey and
look
like
like?
weird glasses
I mean,
and like the fucking like a
yeah,
bucket
but he's
hat.
like so tall and like everything's so like I mean, it's I'm not saying that that would look different on you, but I mean, I'm just saying it might look a
It
little
did,
different
yeah.
on
And I
me.
mean, yeah, it did.
So Mariah Carey is an interesting choice. She has co-written a lot of her music, and I will say like this one because people like they talk, and even in here, they say Madonna, Janet Jackson. I was like, Madonna wrote a lot of her early hits. Madonna wrote a lot of her hits. She had like a writing partner. And I would argue that Madonna's music, as far as influential, is more influential than Mariah Carey's music. Mariah Carey's voice is amazing, but when it comes to music, I would argue that Madonna's catalog way more
Yeah, Mariah
influential. Like
Carey's and yeah,
there's a
and
reason why
as
they
a
had her on stage at the VMAs with, like, Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, like, she even came out this year with Sabrina Carpenter. Like, there's a reason why Madonna is still making music and still is who she is. I feel like if you want to talk about influential songwriting, who if you're co-writing
Is
and women,
Madonna's music more
I would
iconic
put
than
Madonna
Mariah
over Mariah Carey,
Carey?
but that's my personal opinion. Yeah, if you hear Like a Virgin or Like a Prayer or any of those songs over like Dream Lover, I mean for my generation, but like think about a Mariah Carey song that is still being played off of or used, like that I think a modern young kids would have any familiarity with. And I don't know if it would be as prevalent. I mean, because after the emancipation of Mimi and all that, Rainbow and everything like that, I mean, it's not like, well, I guess Madonna fell off too, but Madonna's back catalog to me just
They
is
both
stronger.
fell
Like
off,
her
but
pop
Mariah,
hits.
I think Mad- Madonna has like more of a cultural impact in the sense of like it was like a major figure in our world and culturally moved the needle, whereas Mariah Carey was like
Yes.
bar for bar, pound for pound best singer at what she does, up there with like a Whitney, Christina, but like just a
Yeah. Oh
very
God. Yeah.
very
There was a
top
reason.
shelf
Yeah.
pop star, or like I don't know if she moved the needle as much. Like she
Yes.
moved it sales wise. Like is Mariah Carey the Nickelback here, and fucking and Madonna's the fucking Radiohead? I don't know.
That's a great question. Is she the Nickelback? Maybe. Uh, of like what female pop stars?
I don't know. Well, I don't know. Britney's the Nickelback to me.
Dang. I mean, she's due for a resurgence. I mean, a little bit of love, but that's gonna take some more time for her. Yeah, but
What else we got on this
I mean,
list?
all these songs. What else we got on this list? Let's see. Willie Nelson, obviously, that makes sense to me. I don't think that you can really argue with Willie Nelson. Kendrick Lamar, if we're talking about modern songwriting, yes. I mean, he officially buried Drake and he's moved on, but Drake's still talking about it. Even in his new record, he's still talking about the beef.
Yeah, and I think Kendrick's the only rapper in like the National Library of Congress or whatever. One of the only like musicians, artists there. Like
Yeah.
shout out to the city of Los Angeles. Shout out to Inglewood, Compton, the south and west ends of Los Angeles. South of the 10. He belongs on there. Who's this? I don't know this motherfucker.
Valerie Simpson. Oh, she did Ain't No Mountain High Enough.
Oh shit. Oh
And
shit.
let's see. Oh yeah, I'm Every Woman. Oh yeah, no, yeah, she belongs on this list for
Okay, she
sure.
earns her spot there. My bad. I apologize, Valerie Simpson. I am a piece of shit.
We didn't know. Bob Dylan. Yeah, Bob
Number
Dylan
one.
makes sense here
Number
as
one in
well.
America.
I mean,
Objectively.
I
Yeah.
think that, yeah, I think Rolling Stones a long time ago did like 100 best songwriters, and I believe Bob Dylan was number one, and probably still would be number one today.
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone's really reached his level there. Now,
No.
best Bob Dylan
Bob's number
biopic
one.
remains to be seen. Yeah. Lana Del Rey.
Okay. All right. Fuck it.
This is another, okay, this was an interesting one for me because, like, we had her, we had Fiona Apple, we have Taylor Swift, and I'm like, is Lana as influential as Fiona was, or is she not like a
She's
version of that?
Lana's very influential in her own way, and it's tough to it's very similar
Yeah.
to Fiona, but like also like I'm thinking like the best Lana songs to me are co-written by someone that's not on this list. But as you keep
Yeah.
going here, okay, Lana, I understand though on a culture, and same thing where it's like Lana's a person that will be included on these lists. The dream belongs on here. Okay, this
Yes.
dude wrote fucking Single Ladies, and who runs two of the greatest women empowerment songs of all time.
Umbrella
Were written by this one motherfucking man. Umbrella. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking Single Ladies, Umbrella, and Run the World. Yeah, like holy shit.
I know. Without him, we would never have seen Tom Holland in a Rihanna outfit dancing to Umbrella on the lip sync battle with LL Cool J.
That's
So,
your fucking,
yeah.
what a wild butterfly fucking effect to put together there, Amanda. What the fuck is that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The people who know, they know, and they appreciate that. So thank you, The Dream, for making that
Thank you.
song.
Thank you. What's his name? Tashani Coates?
Yes.
Tashani Coates doesn't? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no,
No,
Terrius. Who's Tashani Coates? That's a writer or something like that. I'm
That's a
just mixing
writer.
up.
Yeah. I have their
Tashani Coates. I'm
Yeah.
so ignorant.
Yes,
Hold on.
that is a writer who's also written some comic books. I have them too.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Tanahishi Coates.
Yeah.
I'm saying it wrong even. Okay, I'm ignorant. I'm sorry.
Yes,
Anyways,
but you're right. It is an actual writer, yes. All right.
Yeah, who we got there?
Jimmy
There we go.
Jam
Jimmy
and
Jam
Terry
and Terry
Lewis.
Lewis.
Yep. And yeah, their muse Janet Jackson. Yeah, I mean, Control, some of that the work they did with Janet with their, oh gosh. I mean, they also did some Boys to Men.
Yep. Oh yeah.
But
New
Nasty?
Edition. Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, All For You, that record. They're like, I've gone back even like 3 times in the last month and just gone back and like Someone to Call My Lover and All For You, just like on repeat. Where it's just like, these are perfect pop songs. You know what I mean? Like somebody like, and Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. Oh my God. You know what song they co-wrote? That I love, Amanda? I love this song. And you might be the only person. Give It To You by Jordan Knight.
Oh my gosh. Do I could give it to you?
Yes, and it's just like it has that fucking like circus waltz to it. There's this YouTube channel, and it's called like, I can't remember what the guy's name is, but he does these like one-hit wonder series and like albums that train records that ruin the band. But he doesn't when the first time I watched MTV, Give It To You is like song number 8 or 9, and it just like, I love that song since I was a kid. I love that song now. It's so good. And literally like 2 weeks ago, I went and looked at the album credits for it. Cause like I watched this video and it's like, like New Kids had been broken up for like 5 or 6 years by this point.
Yeah.
It's a very late, and he was kind of the main guy, but it's kind of like, then but this song is so good. And you go look, it's co-written by Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis.
It is so good, and the 2-step in it, like how
slow,
oh
my god, and then it kicks in with that chorus. We're just, oh my god,
Joey McIntyre could never. Like,
Joey McIntyre, Donnie Wahlberg, those other 2 guys whose names I don't know. I'm a little too late for New Kid. I don't know, but Jordan Knight.
Yeah, you're too late.
In a weird way, because he was number 9 or 8, and NSYNC and Backstreet Boys would have been like 3, 2, or 1.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Jordan Knight was my first pop star, maybe. Jordan Knight and Ricky Martin. Like, those are my first. And I liked, I loved. Yeah, I don't think I realized how sexual it was. But, like, even now, like, I was watching that video. I was showing it to, Catherine. And I was like, yo, this dude, like, this is like when I was a kid. This is my idea of, like, this is my idea of game. Like, I knew that this dude was like getting pussy. Even if I didn't know what that was, I was like, yo, this dude's got like a leather jacket over a turtleneck, wearing like khakis. He's at the theme park. He's picking up the chicks fucking at the cotton candy fucking corn dog stand. I'm like, yo, this dude's got game. I just knew as a young kid, Jordan Knight was, raking in them ladies. And that's Jimmy Jam, Terry Lewis.
At the time, he probably was. Yeah, at the time, he
probably
was. The bunny. Yeah,
okay,
I expected him to be on here. Maybe a little bit of recency bias, but I think that he holds up, and I think that we have to include, like, you have to have the representation of that Latin American music because it's been so influential. I don't think a lot of people realize how influential, especially in the latter half of the 2010s into 2020s.
Yeah.
I mean, we had the Ricky Martin and stuff, but like,
I feel really, I feel like we live in different worlds too, because in my world where I live here, Bad Bunny is the biggest artist on the fucking planet, bar none. This motherfucker is Michael Jackson in like Southern California, any Latin influenced place. Like, I don't know if it's like that in Kentucky, but like, you cannot escape Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny is the shit. This guy's so fucking cool. I love Bad Bunny. Keep going.
I know. He's amazing.
Shout out to Bunny. If you want to come on the show ever, you're welcome.
You are.
Oh, Bruce, what do you know?
Bruce, what do you know? I would have been so sad for you if Bruce Springsteen was on this list, and also disappointed in the New York Times, like, if he was not. to this day, he's still one of the most
Yeah, no, I
influential.
have, after we finish this list, I have my list of the top 10 American songwriters alive right now. And Bruce is obviously, I believe he's in my top 2 or 3 there. We'll get to it.
I
But
would imagine.
amazing choice of songs they bring up as their choices there. Rosalita, Born to Run, Nebraska, Born in the USA,
Nebraska.
American Skin. Interesting. I like that they point out there that part of Born in the USA, because before this article I never thought about, because yeah, there's the part where he's like, they're still here, you know, he's all gone, or they're still there, he's all gone, and then just it kind of stops for the next, like, the whole song. Bruce is just playing an E chord to an A chord. It's 2 chords the whole song back and forth, and Max is just going on the drums, and then they're filling it in. Like, that's why towards the end of the song, like, Max slows down. He's like, this is the end of the song, right? Like, they just no, just it's a fucking protest song. We're clanging and banging. And I never before this article realized like there's an emptiness there on purpose. So I was just always like, every now and then, you know, Bruce just he's thinking about the live show. He's pulling away from the mic maybe, but like, yeah,
Nope.
Bruce, yeah, yeah, I think Robert Zemeckis, Bob Dylan belongs in number 1, but Bruce is probably number 2. Smoked Up Robinson.
Yeah, there we go. Also, I mean, yes, Smokey Robinson definitely belongs on this list. Highly influential in Motown. I can't imagine where I think R&B would be without Smokey Robinson. I think and even pop music in general. So I think he's just one of those artists, like songwriters that has to be like My Girl. Come on now,
like My Girl. Like this motherfucker wrote My Girl. Like you got My Girl on there alone.
On.
That there's some. It's like okay, like yeah, like Michael's gone, Prince is gone, Lou Spector's gone, Phil Spector, Lou Reed is gone. Like a lot of the greatest American songwriters are gone. It's like okay, well this motherfucker wrote Brian Wilson's gone, Tom Petty's gone. Like of the songs, if we're going song for song, of people left on this list, like I love Bruce, but Bruce doesn't have a My Girl. Like
no,
My Girl
like
is everyone. You love that song. Everyone loves that song.
Yeah, it's like Dolly Parton, and it's a little terrifying.
Same with Dolly. Yeah, Dolly might have one. Yeah, Dolly between fucking
Jolene or I Will Always Love You. Like, come on.
I will
now.
like.
Or
yeah,
9 to 5.
I will always love you.
Like,
yeah, like
9 to 5 is also
track
like
for
some
like
of those songs.
That'd be fun to do something like where it's like like if we're going band for band, track for track, because it's like like okay,
that's it.
Yeah, that's the list? Okay,
that's the list. Yeah, that's the list.
Amanda, say what you'd like to say before we dive into our own lists.
So it's an interesting mix of characters. I see what they were trying to do. They did choose living so that they could actually interview them. That's why we don't see a Tom Petty on there or Brian Wilson, because they really wanted to focus on who's shaping music landscape today, like who's still out there writing. And now, to be fair, do I know if all those people, are still writing music?
Also, when you have someone that's dead, when you add living and dead with people who have passed away, there's like an added sense of like legend where it's like it's tough to compare. Whereas like like obviously the Prince, the James Brown, the Michaels, the Chuck Berrys, the Roy Orbisons, like it's tough. Whereas like living, it's like okay, shit, like who's been writing songs in the last, who's still around, and who can we get on here? Who can collaborate with us on Instagram, with the New York Times Instagram?
Yeah, and I think they did. Yeah, and of course, I think a lot of people they chose, like Alana, a Taylor, Jay-Z, all of them more than happy to discuss their music. And they are still writing and composing and putting out music too. I mean, maybe not Jay-Z as much, but definitely Taylor is, Kendrick is, Bad Bunny. So it's important to have them on there, and a lot of the legacy folks too. I think what disappointed me the most is just the lack of rock music. Now, yes, there's a Bruce Springsteen and there's Bob Dylan, but I'm talking about the real rock.
That's it.
I feel like we just think that rock's not good enough.
On a large scale, no, I think here, like what's hitting me here is like on a large scale, pop culture wise, living American. Most of the best American rock stars are unfortunately fucking dead. If you want to make this list and you want to fucking really reach,
Kurt Cobain,
Chris Cornell, Even more
Yeah.
recent, like a Little Peep, you know, like things
Yeah.
like
Ozzy
it's
Osbourne's passed away, like, yeah.
or English. A
Yeah.
lot of the greatest
Oh,
rock
English,
stars that
yeah.
are living too. Paul, John, great
They're
songwriters.
not
Are
American.
Mick, Keith Richards, fucking Liam and Noel Gallagher. Like a lot of these fucking Damon Albarn from Blur and Gorillaz. Like a lot of these guys are British or the American ones.
But Stephen Jenkins is still alive, Rob.
But Stephen Jenkins
So
is a fucking asshole.
like, he is an asshole.
That
He would
that that
definitely love to
didn't
talk about
that
himself, though.
that talked his way out of which I'm saying that now. Stephen Jenkins, let me just say, we got 2 opportunities, it looks like maybe, to interview you. We'd love to chit chat with you, brother.
I know, like, even, like, Neil Peart, Rush, like, I mean,
Canadian.
yeah, Canadian, and yeah, it's just I think
Like
that there's
I don't think David Grohl belongs on this list. I think maybe you want to
no.
talk about living artists that are popular enough across the board songwriting wise.
I still think Madonna should have been on there, but that's fine.
Jack fucking White.
Yes, Jack White, not on
Uh
there, but would have been on there, should have been on there.
Possibly is a guy that could be considered to be on there.
When I think about pop punk, I like, why not Billy Joe Armstrong or someone like
So
that?
I was gonna say Billy Joe is the only one I think that would cross into that world that I think could be considered, but
Yes.
also the big one that's not on there to me. Talk about our world and the guy that we'll talk about. I made my own list here. Jack fucking Antonoff. You have Lana Del Rey
That's
on there.
true.
You have
And
Taylor
Taylor.
Swift. Jack is the secret sauce connecting these, not just them. Fucking, I mean, there's Carly songs, there's Lord tracks,
Yeah.
there's Kendrick Lamar tracks. He wrote on the Kendrick, same thing where it's like
Yeah.
he's involved in 3 of these artists' careers like that.
I
He
wonder
has,
if they see him more as a producer and that's why they don't include him. Though I mean he's written a fair enough of his own
yeah,
music
no,
as
I
well.
think yeah, that's if so, I get it, but like at the same sense, nah, like when we do our list, as I'm looking at this, he's definitely, I have him rather highly regarded, but
Yeah.
yeah, I think the issue is that most we haven't had famous rock stars, and the few that are famous are English or dead.
Yeah, thanks to that 27, that dreaded 27.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Shout out Heron
or
and the British.
yeah, or
Do
drugs
you have a
or
list here? Do you have a list?
I do not have a list. I just have a note like of some people I felt like were kept off that maybe could have been on
Who are
there.
your New York Times 30 best living songwriters? Who are your snubs?
My snubs, I think Billy Joel was snubbed.
Billy Joel or Billy Joe?
Billy Joel, like, you know,
The
Piano Man.
Man?
Yes, I
Oh my
feel
God.
like Billy Joel was left off of there. I'm surprised he was not listed. Um, I am surprised that Eminem at the time, like as far as writing, like what he's created, like some of his bars were amazing. Max Martin in terms of like pop
Swedish.
music. Oh yeah, he's Swedish. That's true. He can't
Yeah.
be on there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Eminem, Detroit,
and then the
technically
other true, like
America.
if you're thinking about other people who were like cranking out pop hits that for modern pop hits, I'm thinking like Neo, Bruno Mars, John Legend, like Bruno Mars and Neo wrote
Oh, so many
before they
Neo
wrote their own
irreplaceable.
music. Yeah, before they wrote their own
Bruno.
music,
So
they were
I
writing
had
tracks.
I have a top 10 list, and I
Yeah.
thought very hard about considering Bruno for like the back end of my list, or at least like an
Yeah.
honorable mention. Like even songs like
Yes.
we forget about it. Like it kind of went away, I think, because CeeLo's a fucking asshole. But like fuck you, one of the
Oh,
great
yeah.
pop songs of the 2010s. Is that 2009? Even 20? I think it's 2010, but
2000. I thought it was 2009, 2000.
might be 9. But like a great pop song
Whenever
of that
Glee
era.
came out. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's Bruno. Bruno wrote that with the Sneezingtons.
Yeah.
I
think a lot of
think
people
you're right.
forget that.
Neo as
They're
well.
like to me, they're like the baby face of
Yep,
like
same thing. They're modern baby faces.
yeah.
Neo is literally to me. Neo is modern. Neo and the Dream were modern baby face.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel like they were kind of left
They
off.
checked
And
one
maybe
box. They
that's
already got the Dream.
yeah, they got the Dream, they got Babyface, they checked it off, they're fine.
Yep.
Which sucks because I think that
They
you know
got
about
Jay-Z. They
music
got
for
fucking Young
today's
Thug.
landscape. Yeah, but they got today's landscape. I was like, I feel like Bruno Mars is still popping out.
I think Bruno
some
Mars
hits for
also
the
isn't cool right
casino.
now. I think he's not cool right now because
I
like he's
know.
too much wet. He's got that Ed Sheeran vibe to him.
Yeah.
Can
But
I give you my
mean,
top 10 list
yes,
here?
I'd
Can I
love
give you
to
my
hear
top
your
10?
top 10 list. And then we can talk about our world.
Oh yes. Okay. So my top 10 U.S. living songwriters. Number 10. I have. Actually, I'm gonna start at number 1. We're gonna go backwards.
Go ahead.
My number 1. Bob Dylan, I think, objectively speaking, needs to be number one.
Yeah, of
Number
course.
two, Bruce Springsteen, the new Bob Dylan.
Yeah.
I prefer Bruce Springsteen, but it's very much a large part of his game is biting the guys before him, who
Of
like if like
course.
James Brown or Roy Orbison or these guys were alive, they'd be Chuck Berry, they'd be up there. Bruce is like he's the Kobe Bryant kind of embodying all this shit. Number three, Jack Antonoff. Number four, Taylor Allison Swift. Number five, Redacted number one, which is a rapper out of Chicago, formerly a producer.
I
Produced a
also
lot of
want him, yeah.
Yeah, I think objective, and it's a weird thing too. We could have fucking 3 hours on
All
Kanye
Falls
here.
Down, I mean, Stronger,
Incredible
come on
songwriter.
now,
Even you talk about Jay-Z's
guys.
on this list, like you talk H to the Izzo, like things like that. That's a lot of that is those
Is that
Kanye Kanye
yeah,
production. The best Ludacris songs, Kanye production.
yeah,
As a songwriter, and not even just as a songwriter, but like what we talk about, what is a songwriter? Kanye's this weird thing where it's like I think he becomes towards the last half a producer where it's like he's able to like player coach, like has like for My
yeah,
Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, he has like Kid Cudi and John Legend, Elton John there, and he's kind of able to bring the best out of all of them and kind of pull from them, and
yep.
they're all kind of co-writing. And it's tough, but yeah, Kanye is my number five. Number six, Steve Wonder. Number seven, Paul Westerberg of The Replacements. Number eight, Babyface. Number
Yep.
nine, Paul Simon. Number 10, Redacted. Number two, this Redacted feels tougher to talk about because I think Kanye's got a lot of mental illness to explain his shit. I think Dr. Luke is just a piece of shit. But songwriting
Dr. Luke?
wise, song for song, it's like the same thing. Whereas I thought about Our World, and it's like, okay, like I didn't include Jesse Lacey because I didn't think I had 10 people above him. But it's like in terms of pop hits, it's like yeah,
Yeah,
like same thing where it's like if this was all time, Lou Reed is on my list. Lou Reed wrote fucking Be My Baby,
yeah,
but he's a fucking murderer. Like
yeah, so
R.
you
Kelly,
can't.
like I was looking at the top 100 Rolling Stone list
R.
first.
Kelly's in there,
R.
yeah.
Kelly's on there, and it's like I thought that was the new article, and I was like, wow, wild choice. I was like, tough, like
Choice.
wild, but it's like it's
2015,
fair.
yeah, it's older
Like
choice, yeah.
he still, it's like okay, well, like as a I don't know. It's a gray area
It's a
where
difficult, yeah.
yeah, but
I don't know, but
that's
Dr. Luke's most recent stuff with Katy Perry, not so hot.
no, not great, not great. But
Not great.
hey, Michael Jordan played with the Wizards too. That wasn't great either.
Oh, these basketball references.
Yeah, no, and they're all Michael Jordan. It's really all I got, or Kobe. And I don't even watch basketball. So, anyways, Our World.
Yeah.
What are your best
Okay.
songwriters in Our World? What do you got?
So some of the ones that I've got, first and foremost, I wouldn't be sitting here if not for who I consider one of the best
You're
of the
John
third
and
wave
Paul.
emo. Yeah. By John and Paul, also my Taylor Allison Swift's like inspiration. She talks about him so often. She talked about it in the interview with the New York Times that she did for that article. She talks about him. She talked about with Zane Lowe, and that is Pete Wentz.
Do we have an open invite? Have we told Taylor she can come on our show yet?
No, we have not.
Okay, Taylor, yeah, you have an open invite. Like, as you mentioned,
like
like,
emo music.
you mentioned Dashboard and Fall Out Boy. Like, and I'm not saying this in a gatekeepy way. I want to know what other emo and pop punk Taylor was into. Because obviously the starting line, same thing. It's like, we've gotten snippets of it. Like, let's talk to Taylor about fucking Motion City. Was she an Under Oath kid at any point? Like obviously there's Haley ties. Like, what's her favorite Paramore track? Like, Taylor, if you're watching this, and you're looking to promote the next thing you're working on, give us a call.
We're fun to be around.
Yeah,
Maybe
lot of
not
people
as
say.
professional as Zane Lowe, but we are fun to be around.
Yeah, you'll be nice. We're fine. We're fine. You come here, we come there, whatever works online.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But yes.
But yeah,
anyways.
yeah. So just the way he turns the phrase, and I think he kind of took emo lyricism, pop punk at the time when you think about pop punk music, it was like Billy Joe Armstrong doing his.
It was three chord. It was
and it was
three-part
Blink
harmony
182
on it, but
with like kind of not that they have great lyrics, but not like quite the turn of phrase, like the references. I mean, he had like so many artists. Hemingway was one of his inspirations. Yeah, there's levels to it that did not exist. It was like pop punk diary, which has not really been seen before. Because I have a hard time calling them like a true emo band because I think they always call themselves little pop punk band. And I consider that to be true. like to this
I
day.
think the fact that, I mean, like, as I look at these guys as I'm speaking about them as a team, like straight up, like not like Lennon McCartney because they were a team in a different way, but like Simon
Yeah.
Garfunkel, you know, and
Elton John and Bernie. Yeah.
kind of thing where it's like one guy's where it's like there's a reason Patrick Stump is the guy they're hiring for like the TV commercials, and like let's keep in mind at the same time, like Pete Wentz changed the way fucking a lot of people talked in the sense, and
And
the way
wrote.
people
Yeah.
wrote, you know, like he kind of this live journally poetry type shit, like he he was on his Sylvia Plath, you know, Shel Silverstein shit for a second there, just
He was.
changing shit up, like very
Yes.
influential.
Exactly. But in a like self-deprecating way that
Yeah.
maybe you haven't like it was earnest, but like not as like okay, so Blake Schwarzenbach from Jawbreaker, because I think Jawbreaker, their
Great.
music,
Wow.
yeah,
Wow.
no, I mean
Okay, keep
they
going.
because
I
they
thought you were reading
also
off my list for a second.
no, because they've also influenced a lot of our bands,
Yeah.
so in terms of lyricism, and I think that you cannot ignore that because a lot of Jawbreaker's music, especially for the '90s, was very heartfelt and very honest and almost diaristic, like of Pete Wentz, right? And so I think we cannot ignore that, and a lot of people have recognized them as an influence in terms of their lyricism. I definitely think Chris Carrabba would be up there. Dashboard has some amazing lyricism. I think that a lot of his stuff, I mean, again, influenced a lot of people after him. I know you're probably going to say Conor Oberst, and I would have to agree.
Yeah, I have
As
Connor on my list.
yeah,
Yeah.
as one of the best songwriters. I think Justin Courtney Pierre deserves to be on that list. Motion City soundtrack. Um, just the way he writes about his emotions and the way he's able to just make it feel so, at some point, so ubiquitous, but also directed at you is just, to me, so just unique. And like, there's so much you can get out of his lyrics, and it doesn't matter how many times you listen to it, you kind of feel something, you're getting something new out of Justin. And I think even to this day, like with the new album, I feel the same way. I think that Justin's lyrics, again, have influenced a lot of folks. I would also say like Max from Say Anything. I mean,
Yeah.
I would also put him on that list as well. Do we put Gerard Way on this? I mean, some would say yes.
I didn't put him on my list. I didn't put him on
Some
mine.
would say yes.
But it's the same thing where I think there's a lot of, and in the more, I made a list of like more recent ones, and the recent ones is tough because I think there's a lot of bands where they're very clearly group efforts, or same thing where it's a team effort, like you know, like a Patrick Pete kind of thing where it's like, okay, you can't separate them really in my head, but like, are we comparing a 2-person duo versus you know, it's tough, but like, I don't know. I do have a list here of all singles for the most part, I think.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Okay, so my
Haley Williams. I want to put her
okay,
in there,
that was gonna say with my list, same thing where it's like
She
there's
deserves
so
to be
few
there.
women, which I was like, I think that's
know.
also, it's just such a product of the time where like in this
Oh,
scene
yeah.
directly, it's like there's just the only woman you had to really like, I mean, like it's
She
like, okay,
was-
there's a lot of talented women that I'm thinking of that are maybe more in a little more indie space or more pop
Yes.
rocky, where it's like, okay, in this at this time, like, you know, there's not a lot. So my list, no order, Jim McMahon, Jim McMahon. That's a TV guy. Jim Adkins.
Jim Adkins. Okay, that makes
Jim
more
Adkins.
sense.
Oh, I was combining the names. Is at my second name is
you were
Andrew McMahon here.
Okay.
Andrew McMahon is on here. Andrew McMahon, Conor Oberst. Tough call because obviously the Brody stuff, but I think Tim Armstrong, who did have involvement with pop artists as well. Tim, I think, as a songwriter, belongs on here. Jack Antonoff, who I see from our world as well, because he's a drive-through guy.
Yeah, of course.
Pete and Patrick, I have on here anyway. Blake Schwarzenbach from Jawbreaker and Just Brazil. Daniel Soup from the Wonder Years. Thomas Matthew DeLonge from Blink-182.
Ah, you put Tom in there. Okay, good. Lil Peep. I didn't think about that.
That's my 5, and then my honorable mentions for our world because they feel more adjacent, but I have Butch Walker and Rivers Cuomo.
Ooh, I love that you put Butch in there. Instrumental in Save Rock and Roll.
Butch feels like he kind of you know what I mean? It's like, I don't know if he totally belongs, but like he does, and he's a songwriter and a producer, but like Yeah, I had to slip. Yeah, Butch had to go in. Now, what about modern bands or modern songwriters in our world specifically? Because I put together a
Yeah.
list of some friends of
Well,
the show as well as non. But
so you had put Dan from Wonder Years in your other list, but I would have put him in more of like, because to me they're more of like they're more modern because they came out in like their fourth, fifth wave versus like our wave. So I
yeah,
would have put them in like more modern. I think Tade's like Hot Mulligan, like I think that lyricist, I mean, what they're doing is off the charts. So I would have put him in there as well. Um, I think I would put Nish. I know that they haven't wrote a lot, but I would
he's
put
such a good
Nish in
lyricist,
there.
though. Yeah.
Yes. For what we have seen from him, I would put that in there. I particularly am a fan of Corey from Prince Daddy. I think his
Oh my God, yeah.
lyrics, especially on the new record, are amazing. And I would also probably add like Rylan from Origami Angel.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, in
Yeah,
my list
Rylan
of
was
like
close on
modern.
mine as well.
Hmm.
Where it's same thing. Um, I put together a long list here, but
Oh boy, go
I
for
have
it.
Patsy from the Low Blow. I
Yep.
have Mike from Summer Brews,
Oh
Holden
yeah.
from Combat,
Oh yeah.
just like
Actually,
a
Holden should be there.
fucking
Yeah.
yeah phenom.
God.
Chance from Kerosene Heights, of
Yes.
course.
Hmm.
Mel and Miri from Pretty Bitter. Joe and Amy from Future Teens.
Yep.
Nick from Equipment. I
Oh
think
yeah.
Equipment just fucking rips. I have
Yep.
Ben from Scarlet Street and yeah, Corey from Prince Daddy as well, probably.
Yeah.
Also, did I wait? I feel like I skipped right over him. Isaiah from Leisure Hour. I feel like Isaiah is
Oh
the most
yes.
prolific motherfucker in the scene. Like every
Yeah.
other day, I see a random video of Isaiah playing this song, and it's just like, yeah,
Incredible. Yeah.
yeah, I think, and Nish was on there as well for me because yeah,
Yeah.
same thing lyrically, just like a
Yes.
legitimate poet here, you know.
I know. Yeah. You just want them to get more recognition for what they're doing.
I love
Yeah.
Tenmo so much. I will say their episode did remarkably well so far.
Good.
The Tenmo fans are legit. Like they've like ratio wise, like in terms like I was talking about it with our friend Becca earlier, where it's like certain artists will
Yeah.
have like millions of followers, but they're playing these super small venues. Like the ratio of like followers and bullshit listeners and the like to like actual
Yeah.
like not even fans, like supporters and people in your community. Nobody has like a more like 1-to-1 ratio than 10 Month Summer to me.
Yeah. That's
Yeah, like where
fantastic.
it's just like
Yeah.
they are like if you like Tenmo, like Tenmo's got diehard fans. Like that's a
That's
cult
amazing.
that's a cult band, you know what I mean? Like they're
Yeah.
yeah, 10 Month Summer is the Grateful Dead of DIY.
Oh boy, hot take there.
I
Grateful
had to slip
Dead.
that in, so I was like, okay. I was like, at least I was like, I got to get my top 10 right now in for the clip. I was like, I can end it with the Nish,
Is the great.
the Grateful Dead comparison, but that turned into a full episode. So these lucky people,
That
it's not
sure
a
did.
mini-sode, it's like a full one, which is wild.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, deal with it. That means you're getting this on Thursday. Tomorrow is going to be episode 150 of Emo Kids Anonymous.
Woo!
We'll see you. We'll see you on the internet soon. We'll
Yeah.
see you in person soon, possibly. Uh, yeah. Wild things ahead. Go tell the New York Times to chill the fuck out with the paywalls.
Yeah, exactly. What the hell's that about?
Hey man, it's your boy Petty Hendrix, man. You tuned in to Emo Kids Anonymous. Check it out, you did.